Welcome back to another installment on Politapod. Today, a man finds out that he is an illegal after 60 years. What do you do in that situation? We don't know. Well, let's see what happens.
Welcome back. Well, new here tonight, he spent his entire life living and working in the United States. But when it came time to collect his Social Security benefits, one Florida man says he has not received one penny.
Instead, he got a surprise reality check. The government told him he's not who he says he is. And now he's been fighting to prove them wrong. I-Team investigative reporter Katie Lagrone shares his story tonight.
Outside Jimmy Class's mobile home in Clearwater. Symbols of American pride hang not just front and center, but on the side of his home, in the back. America is, after all, the only home this 66-year-old has ever known.
I moved to the U.S. in 1959.
How long have you been here?
64 years.
But after more than a half of a century in the U.S., where he's lived, worked, went to school, got married, had kids, paid his taxes,
Mr. Class, you will be entitled to retirement benefits.
even voted, Class says in 2020,
Instead of receiving my first check,
he discovered
I think it's they're screwing him. I mean, I see, and the thing, it had his Social Security number. He had a Social Security card, and documents and stuff like that. If he was able to work in the U.S. and had all the proper documents to collect money and to pay taxes, as long as he paid his taxes, he should be able to collect his Social Security. Now, how is he not a citizen when he has a United States Social Security number?
didn't have any thoughts.
he's not a U.S. citizen.
I just was like blindsided.
Class says it all came to light after he applied for the Social Security benefits he paid into his entire working life.
You gotta be kidding me. 1 month you tell me I should expect my first check, second Wednesday of 2020, but instead I get a letter stating that I haven't proven to them that I'm here legally.
You see, Class was born in Canada, his mom Canadian, but his father American, born and raised in New York.
This is Dad.
Yep, that's Dad.
The family moved to the U.S. when Class was 2 and stayed here.
That's me as a Boy Scout
In America.
in America.
As he got older, he says he just assumed he, too, was American, a dual citizen. Documents he laid out for us are a glimpse of his deep roots in the U.S.
This is when you know you're old, when the old driver's licenses were paper.
Roots, he says, were never questioned. Not when he got his Social Security card, driver's license, or voter registration card.
I've been voting for over 40 years. I guess.
How is this man not a citizen? This makes no sense. Somebody in the Social Security office should not be working there. That's what I'm getting at. Somebody in that office should not be working there. If they sent this man a letter saying, hey, look, you're good to go. We're good, blah, blah, blah. You've been paying into it. You got a Social Security card. You got all your documents. You've been here since you was a child. You're a United States citizen. You're good to go. So as soon as you collect, Jim Bob down the aisle got the paperwork and said, no. You're not a citizen. You moved here when you were 2. You haven't filed the proper blah, 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 yada, yada, chapter 644. The man is a United States citizen. Stop.
Yes, I'm in a lot of trouble.
Class was even approved to serve as a Marine for the U.S. military.
I signed up to defend this country.
That is enough right there. The man, you let him sign up. You let him sign up to the Marines, but now he's not being paid. The man is, I wish him the best. I wish him the best. I really do.
Country.
And worked for the New Jersey State Police. His citizenship status, never an issue, he says.
The only thing they asked me for was my Social Security card and my driver's license.
After he learned he wasn't really a U.S. citizen, he formally applied for status, but was denied. U.S. Immigration Services wouldn't share details with us, stating they don't talk about individual cases. But in this 2022 denial letter, the agency stated Class didn't provide enough evidence to prove his father lived in the U.S. for 10 years, before class was born, a requirement.
I've seen a handful of cases like this. They don't come around every day.
Indira Demine is a Fort Myers-based immigration attorney. She says Class's case is a reflection of a large, complicated, and changing U.S. immigration system that can't always accurately track who's here legally, illegally, or somewhere in between.
For many,
The best thing to do is to say, hey, look, man, you've been here for 60 years. You haven't caused no trouble. You've been a good United States citizen. You have a Social Security card. We obviously issued you one. So that right there clarifies that he is a United States citizen. So I don't care what clause or policies or anything that goes into effect. The man is a United States citizen. He served his country. He worked in his country. Now he's a citizen. Case closed, right? If you agree, put it down in the comments. If you disagree, put it down in the comments. But I really strongly think that this man is a United States citizen.
many years, the DMV, the different agencies didn't necessarily communicate with each other. And so the documentation that you need to renew your driver's license or for the Social Security benefits were not as stringent as they are now.
That's not his fault. It's not his fault. Get your stuff right. You're supposed to be communicating unitedly. Okay? Come on. Don't do him like that. Do better. Do better.
How did he get issued a Social Security card, though?
Thank
That's
you.
a good question. Quite possible that back then, the requirements they have a social is just not the same as it is today.
So is it fair, though, that he was issued a Social Security card, he got his Social Security taxes withheld, he worked all of his life, he paid his taxes?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I worked my 50 years and I paid into my Social Security. They should be paying me.
What happens if this doesn't get resolved?
Well, I guess they get to give my money to someone else.
Will it make you look at America differently?
I'll probably move back to Canada.
You would consider leaving?
Yep. And say bye-bye, America.
Class says he contacted Senator Rubio's office, hired an immigration attorney, even a genealogist to dig up records to help him in his fight, a fight that continues. I'm I-Team investigator Katie LaGrone, taking action for you.
Now, I want to look into when this actually happened, because if this was like recently, that's not right. If this wasn't recently, let's see, hold on. Let's go see when this was posted. 8 months ago. Okay, so that throws my one idea out of the window, being that the whole immigration thing is going on now. But no, this was 8 months ago. So, wow. I hope that he, makes it through, because it's not fair. It is not fair. Okay. So if you want to do that, give him all the money he paid into it. Give him his money back. Give him every single penny. You can't just take the man's money and say you're not a citizen. I hope he gets it straightened out, because I think that's wrong. That's wrong. That, he issued him. Yeah. Even though things weren't the same back then as they are now, he's not applying for a Social Security card now. He applied for it back then, and however the way the things were set up back then, he got his card. Now, I don't know how the thing works. He said he moved here since the time he was 2. So he just assumed he doesn't know. He doesn't know. And isn't that I don't know. I don't know how that works. I'm not one of those lawyers. I don't know how the law works. I don't know how any of that stuff works, but I know that if he paid into his Social Security, he should be getting it. If he was living here his entire life, got a Social Security card, driver's license, everything as a natural born citizen has, he's a citizen. In my book, he's a citizen. That's the way I see it. Let me know what you think in the comments, or if you have any more information on this particular case. I don't know how to go about maybe looking for some, but,
Welcome.
It is what it is, and it isn't what it isn't. And I hope that this guy really makes it through. If I find anything else on it, I will update this. If not, we're just going to go from there. Hopefully somebody else can find some information on it. All right, that's all I got for this one. Until next time, thanks for joining me here on Politapod. If you like what I'm doing here and you want to see me continue, you know what to do. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, share the video, put it out there. Yeah, especially this one. Share this one because maybe we might be able to get some more information on this case. If anybody wants to find out, we can add that into the comments. Share it. Somebody that sees it might have some more information and just tack it on to here. All right. Thanks. We'll talk to you guys later. Until next time. Bye.